Now let's understand from the notes. The linkage is the exception to the independent assortment. So what is linkage? Tendency of the genes to stay together. And why are they staying together? Reason is they are present on the same chromosome. Now that means two genes can be linked or they can be unlinked. So if two genes are unlinked, why will you call them as unlinked? Because they are present on the separate chromosomes. That means they are not present on the same, because if they are on the same chromosome, you should call two genes as 2 gene, 3 gene, 10 gene, whatever is the number, you should call them as linked genes. So if they are on the non-homologous chromosomes, that means separate chromosome, for example first chromosome and the fifth chromosome, you will call such genes as unlinked genes. So whenever there are unlinked genes, the dihybrid ratio of the F2 generation will always come 9:3:3:1. And the test cross ratio, what is test cross? In a dihybrid case, when you take a heterozygous individual of the dihybrid cross, that means both the genes will be in the hetero form, like capital Y, small y, capital R, small r. This will be called as a heterozygous, dihybrid heterozygous. When such an individual is crossed with the recessive, that means small y, small r, then the ratio will come out to be 1:1:1:1. So when is this possible? Let's understand. In the last class, I gave you the description regarding this. So let me quickly summarize once again from here. When you study any two genes which are present on different chromosome, because they are on different chromosome, example pod color and seed shape. So when you study dihybrid cross and you are trying to learn the inheritance of pod color and seed color, because they are present on 5th chromosome and 7th chromosome, they are non-homologous chromosomes. So definitely independent assortment will 100% take place, because these two genes are not linked genes, or they are unlinked genes. But when two genes are present on the same chromosome, like in the case of this and in the case of this, first and the fourth chromosomes, if you study the inheritance of these two characters or these two characters or these two characters, then they are called as linked genes. So what will happen in the case of linked genes? The ratios in the dihybrid F2 generation will not come out to be 9:3:3:1. It may come out close to 3:1. Reason is what? These two characters do not separate from each other. Remember, when they separate independently, that's what Mendel said. What was independent assortment? The movement or assortment of a character controlling gene pair will be there, is independent of the other pair. That means what? They will independently go, capital Y will equally go with small r, equally go with capital R. But if two genes are present on the same chromosome, this tendency to go with capital R and with small r will be changed. So as it is changed, there will be change in the ratios coming up. So now, what exactly is the linked genes? When two genes are present on the same chromosome, then it can be a complete linkage or it can be incomplete linkage. Now in the case of linked gene, the ratio will not come to be 9:3:3:1, but it will come somewhere close to 3:1, or maybe somewhere in between. And second point is that the test cross ratio will not be 1:1:1:1, but it will be close to 1:1, or something which is deviated from this. Reason you are going to understand now. So complete and incomplete are the two types of linkages possible. When two genes are very close, now you can see in this diagram, the pod shape and height of the plant controlling gene, both are present on the same 4th chromosome of the Pisum sativum. Please remember this sequence. It's important to explain many concepts. But when you see this gene and this gene, or this gene and this gene, the distance between these two genes is more, but the distance between these two genes is very less. So what is a complete linkage? When two genes are very close to each other, they have great tendency, or you can say they may have 100% tendency to go together and not to undergo recombination. That means when crossing over occurs, there are minimum chances for these two genes to separate, because they are very close to each other. But when two genes are far, there are more chances for crossing over to occur between them. So they have more chances to undergo separation. So, but remember, 100% separation will not be possible because it's only always the chance factor is involved. So when two genes are very much close to each other, they will rarely undergo recombination. So, but remember, such genes are very rare because maximum genes will allow some degree of, maybe very less, but some degree of crossing over. So, complete linkage will never allow recombination, and incomplete linkage is very common and will allow some amount of recombination. So, this is how complete linkage is different from incomplete linkage. Now, linkage was for the first time explained by Bateson and Punnett. So he gave some idea because they were performing that complementary gene reaction, if you remember the concept of intergenic interaction. So Bateson and Punnett were performing experiment in 1906 with sweet pea or Lathyrus odoratus. So they said that something could be there. That's why genes are not trying to go away, but they are trying to stay together. When two genes try to stay together, it is called as linkage. But they could never explain this concept. Who explained it? Morgan explained by performing experiment with fruit fly, and he also coined the word linkage. So he performed the experiment with Drosophila, and he came up in 1911, he came up with the chromosomal theory of linkage. Now what is the chromosomal theory of linkage? First point is, all the genes present on the same chromosomes are called as linked genes. So if there are 10 genes are linked. If there are 5 genes are linked. And then the genes which are linked genes present on the same chromosome, they lie in a linear sequence. So there will be a sequence like we draw like this. So a sequence is there, and that sequence also is fixed. And then these linked genes will try to stay together. They may occasionally allow some amount of crossing over. So linked genes will try to stay together. So if they always stay together, they are completely linked genes, and they may allow some amount of crossing over. Such are called as incompletely linked genes. Now next point. The degree of linkage, or you can say the strength of the linkage.